Hello, welcome to my second review of the night. I wanted to do a second one. Gosh, it's freezing. It's blowing a storm outside. Anyway, I'm distracted. I wanted to do a second review tonight. I'm kind of jumping the gun with this one, but this is a Black Phoenix review. It's called Velvet Unicorn, and it's a limited edition that came out in 2009. Black Phoenix did an entire set of perfumes based on an artist that I'm not sure who it is, but they did a lot of paintings on black velvet, and at least that's what I think it's for. They did Velvet Pink Kitty, Velvet Clown, Velvet Tiger, I think, but Velvet Unicorn stuck out to me a mile, and I got it as a gift from someone special, so I wanted to review it today as it's Valentine's Day. So I'll give you the description of it, because when you hear it, it's just like, oh, I want to smell that. So the description is spun sugar, sparkling rainbow candies, strawberry, meringue, and cherry fluff. So it kind of sounds like what a unicorn would regurgitate if it was hungover. You know, rainbow stuff and pretty sparkly vomit that's just going to smell really good. It's going to sound crazy, but me and my friends always have conversations about unicorns and what their poo would smell like and what their burps would smell like, and you know, it's always pretty. It's a unicorn at the end of the day. You know, they're gonna produce pretty smells. So when I saw the name Velvet Unicorn, I wanted to smell it. So I'm going to put it on this hand, and while I'm doing that, I want to tell you that I want to rename this fragrance, or kind of give it a different feel, because this feels like Willy Wonka's everlasting gobstopper in a perfume. I don't know if any of you have seen the film before, but there's a scene where Violet Beauregarde eats the everlasting gobstopper because... oh no, it's not even that, sorry, I've got to correct myself. It's the scene where Violet Beauregarde eats the bubble gum, and then it changes and changes, and it does roast dinner and different fruits, and then she eventually just gets blown up into a purple big old balloon and then gets rolled away. It's kind of like that, but with the colours of the everlasting gobstopper. So it goes through a lot of stages, and which is why I want to name it something really Wonka-ish. I think Beth has managed to create something really fun and interesting. So I wrote it down because I've had to note down what I was smelling as it dried, because it's literally like 4 or 5 stages. So the first stage of this, when you smell it... oh, I need to show you the label, sorry. This is the label. It's got a unicorn and a rainbow. What else could you need? I don't know. I'm always thinking you can't really see the label properly, but hopefully you can. It says Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab Velvet Unicorn, and it's got all you need in a fragrance: a rainbow and a unicorn. So hold on a second. Yeah. So yeah, the first stages of it smell like lemon and cherries together. But what I'm thinking is, because I've smelled a lot of Black Phoenix fragrances, it's more almond. Almond and cherry can smell quite similar. So this is kind of like a lemon almond opening. And that's what I'm thinking the cherry fluff is. So right there, it's kind of, yeah, lemon and cherries, which, you know, nice combination. But immediately, after about 5 or so minutes, the almond disappears, and it still smells like lemons, but it becomes kind of like fizzy lemon cake. It gets this kind of fizzy effervescence to it, and it starts to smell a little bit more cakey, a little bit more foody, which is really fun. And it's got kind of like if you put a few drops of coconut in there as well. So it's like a lemon coconut combination, but with a little bit of cake frosting, which is fun. I mean, it's crazy. This is why I love Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, because they can create things that take you on a journey, and things that you would never think of wanting to smell like, but it's just so fun to be able to smell it. It's so cool. It's lovely. Anyway, I'll tell you about stage 3 in a second. I'm just going to pause my camera because it will always cut me off. So the third stage of it, it's still lemony. It's crazy how lemon manages to kind of prevail, because lemon is a note that normally disappears. You know, it's normally a top note and it kind of fades into the background, but this manages to stay lemony. It's ultimately more lemony than anything else right now. It's turns into a much softer lemon and it becomes more powdery. It's like if you threw a little handful of powder over a lemon to kind of tame it and make it a little bit more soft and, you know, not so astringent. It now smells kind of like fizzy, powdery lemonade. It's so nice, it's weird, but underneath there is this underlying almost like creamy coconut base, which is lovely. And it reminds me of, I don't know if anybody watching this is a big Black Phoenix fan, but they have a fragrance called Midway, which is themed on a carnival and the smells you would smell if you were walking through the middle of a carnival. It's not called a midway over here in England, but in America it's supposed to be themed on a midway, and this smells a little bit like that. It's almost like it's got candy floss in it, something, it's almost like lemon pie but less cakey. Really hard to describe, but it just makes me smile that their fragrances, you know, when they do like a fun fragrance like this that's supposed to be, you know, light-hearted and just a poke at something really fun and unique, this one's got it. I love the name of it, you know, it's got a rainbow on it. I'm just kind of gushing over it because it's just fun and weird. But yeah, that's kind of what it's like. It does kind of, when it dries, it's kind of like coconut candy floss. I wrote that down. It feels like, or cotton candy, sorry, that's what you guys call it in America, if you're in America and watching this now. Like a coconut cotton candy. And I wrote down, the last thing I'll say, it's kind of like a rainbow of perfume, because it smells like this here, but then it just changes. It's like it takes you through all of the colours and different weird smells. So anyway, I'm glad I got it as a present. It's a really nice one to get, and I'm glad I've got it. I've never actually worn it outside. It's kind of just my stay at home, let's see what else I can smell out of it, because I'm sure there's more in there that I'm not getting. So anyway, that's my review of Velvet Unicorn by Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. Thanks for watching and goodbye.